It's 2 a.m., and you've just read a social media post on the possibility of grad school studies in the US, but you are not sure about this. The cost? School? Rankings? Grades? Test scores? Your heart pounds with a mix of hope and anxiety. Like thousands of other ambitious students, you dream of studying in a cutting-edge lab at a top US university and having someone else foot the bill. You're not alone. In the 2023-24 academic year, more than 1 million international students chose the United States for higher education. Now you want to join them, with full funding in hand. How do you turn that dream into reality? This guide will show you why the journey is worth it, how to navigate the process, and what to do once that coveted admission letter arrives. World-class academics and research. The United States is home to many of the world's top universities, renowned for innovative research and strong academics. Pursuing a graduate degree in the U.S. means learning from leading experts and accessing state-of-the-art labs and facilities. Whether you're eyeing a Ph.D. in biology or an MS in engineering, U.S. programs can offer unparalleled academic excellence. The academic culture encourages inquiry and hands-on experience. You won't just attend lectures, but might publish papers, patent inventions, or present at international conferences as a student. Moreover, studying in America immerses you in a diverse, international community. You'll meet peers from around the globe, building a global alumni network that can benefit your career for years to come. These connections matter. Alumni can offer mentorship, job leads, or even become future collaborators. U.S. universities often have strong ties with industry, and many programs feature internships or co-op experiences that give you a foothold in the job market. A U.S. degree is respected worldwide, opening doors whether you stay in the States or work elsewhere. In fact, earning a degree in the U.S. can unlock excellent career prospects globally, and international graduates are valued for the unique perspectives and skills they bring. Many U.S. employers actively seek diverse talent, and as a foreign graduate student, you might have an edge from multilingual abilities to cross-cultural expertise. Plus, there are practical benefits like optional practical training, OPT, which allows international students to work in the U.S. for up to 12 months or 36 months for STEM fields after graduation. This means you can gain U.S. work experience and kickstart your career post-degree. Scholarships and funding opportunities. Another big draw of the U.S. is the availability of funding. American universities boast substantial budgets and endowments, allowing them to offer generous, fully funded scholarships and assistantships to graduate students of any nationality. In other words, if you're a talented student, many schools want you and are willing to invest in you. From university fellowships to external scholarships, the options are plentiful. We'll dive deeper into funding in a moment. The key point is that studying abroad in the U.S. doesn't have to drain your bank account. If you play your cards right, you can get your tuition covered and even receive a stipend for living expenses. Every year, countless students land the Holy Grail, a full-ride offer covering tuition and providing a monthly paycheck. Why not you? Personal growth and adventure. Let's not forget the less tangible motivators. Studying abroad is a life-changing experience. You'll encounter new cultures, ideas, and ways of thinking. The U.S. prides itself on a melting pot campus culture, where you can learn alongside people of all backgrounds. This cultural diversity will broaden your perspective and build your confidence. Living independently in a new country also builds resilience and adaptability, qualities that will serve you in graduate school and beyond. From navigating everyday life in a new city to engaging in academic discussions with people from different perspectives, you'll grow not just as a scholar but as a person. And hey, you'll have some great stories to tell. The choices are plenty. With over 4,000 universities in the U.S., how do you decide where to apply? Many students start with the rankings, scanning lists of top schools and dreaming of MIT, Stanford, or Harvard. Rankings from sources like U.S. News or QS can be a helpful starting point. They orient you to which schools have strong reputations in various fields. In fact, the U.S. dominates global rankings, with many institutions in the top 100 worldwide. This means there are many excellent programs beyond just the Ivy League or famous names you've heard. Aim high, but keep an open mind. A university ranked, say, 50th or 70th for your field might still have world-class facilities and professors, and perhaps a higher chance of admission for you. Don't overrate prestige at the expense of fit. A crucial lesson from grad school, my own experience. The best program for you is one that fits your research interests and career goals. Finding a good match can matter more than a few points in rank. My advice, do not place too much emphasis on rankings, as it might cause you to overlook your ideal program. Look beyond the number. Investigate each program's faculty, research areas, lab resources, and culture. If you want to study cancer biology, for example, a slightly lower-ranked university with a renowned cancer research institute and a professor whose work you admire could be a better choice than a higher-ranked school where your niche is underrepresented. Remember, in graduate school you won't just take classes, you'll be doing research or projects. The advisor you work with and the specific opportunities available will shape your experience greatly. As one academic insight put it, your relationship with a great advisor can define your grad school success more than the school's name on your diploma. Top 100 and beyond. Focusing on the top 100 U.S. schools is a smart strategy because it ensures you target universities with significant resources and research output. These institutions, whether they are the elite privates or large state universities, often have robust funding for grad students. For example, public universities like the Purdue University, University of California campuses, University of Michigan, University of Texas, or Georgia Tech and others have huge research budgets and often support graduate students with assistantships. Don't underestimate these schools. A public Ivy or a high-ranked STEM program at a state university can offer superb training, sometimes with a more collaborative, less pressure cooker environment than some ultra-elite schools. The takeaway: use rankings as a map, but then do a deep dive into each program's fit for you. Ph.D. versus Master's, picking the right path. Your field of study will determine what kind of degree and funding you should pursue. In the sciences and many STEM fields, a Ph.D. is often the ultimate goal for those who want to lead research or academic careers. The good news is that most Ph.D. programs in the U.S. come with full funding for admitted students. It's essentially a paid research position. In fact, most top U.S. universities automatically offer full tuition waivers and annual stipends to their Ph.D. students, typically $25,000 to $35,000 per year, through fellowships or teaching or research assistantships. Over 70% of Ph.D. students in STEM fields receive full funding, reflecting how common this is. So if you're passionate about, say, biomedical research or computer science, and are ready for approximately 5 years of deep study, a Ph.D. track can be your ticket to a fully funded education and a research career. In engineering or applied professional fields, many students opt for a master's degree, MS or Master of Engineering, to boost their skills and career. Master's programs are usually shorter, 1 to 2 years, and more course-focused. Funding for master's students is more hit or miss. Many master's students pay tuition or rely on external funding, though some do teaching or research assistantships. If you need a master's and funding, you'll have to be proactive. Look for schools that offer scholarships to international master's students and consider reaching out to professors about research positions. Fields like engineering management or MBA programs can be pricey and may not offer automatic funding, so factor that into your plans. However, investing in a master's can pay off through higher salaries in the industry. Think about your long-term goals. If you aim for a research-intensive role or a Ph.D. later, you might seek a research-oriented master's with thesis and try for partial funding. If your goal is a professional engineering or tech career, a top master's program, even if partially self-funded, might be worthwhile for the network and recruiting opportunities. Key tip: make a balanced list of target schools. Include a few reach schools, dream choices, some matches, and a couple of safer options. All should be places you'd be happy to attend and that have at least the potential for funding. For instance, they offer assistantships or scholarships you can compete for. Check each program's website for details on how they fund grad students. Some will proudly state that all their Ph.D. admits get full funding or that they have specific scholarships for top MSc applicants. This research will help you prioritize where to apply. Now comes the how part. How do you actually secure that admission, preferably with funding? It starts long before you hit the submit button. The recipe for a successful grad application includes a mix of academic excellence, research or work experience, strong test scores in some cases, and effective storytelling about your goals. Here's how to build a rock-solid profile. Most important, your terminal GPA is one of the first things admissions committees look at. Aim to maintain a high GPA, especially in courses most relevant to your field, e.g. math and programming courses for an engineering applicant. A strong academic record proves you have the foundation to handle graduate-level work. Don't be discouraged if you had a few low grades. An upward trend or high grades in your major can compensate. But overall, higher is better. Many competitive programs prefer to see at least the equivalent of a 3.5 or 4.0 GPA or higher. For experienced professionals, 3.0 or lower can be considered. If your university uses a different scale or has grade deflation, consider explaining your grading system in the application or use the optional essay to give context. Thanks for watching Part 1. If you found this guide as incredible as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the ideas and guides for successful careers. See you next time for Part 2 and Part 3 of fully funded graduate admissions.